You're holding a fully operational casino in your pocket right now. No, I'm serious. Stop for a second, check your screen time, go ahead, I'll wait. If that number is over 4 hours, or if you've ever found yourself lying in bed at 2 a.m., eyes burning, telling yourself, just one more video, only to realize another hour just disappeared, then you need to hear this. You're not just using an app, you're being farmed. Late 2023, a legal bomb dropped. 33 states filed a lawsuit against Meta and TikTok's parent companies. But this wasn't about data privacy, it was something darker. The lawsuit claimed these tech giants knowingly designed their algorithms to exploit young brains. They didn't just build a platform, they engineered a digital drug. Here's the part they don't want you to understand. You probably walk around thinking you lack self-control. You see your incomplete to-do list and think you're lazy, undisciplined, unmotivated. You blame yourself for not putting the phone down. I'm here to tell you, that's a lie. That shame you feel, it's part of the trap. What's happening inside your brain when you scroll is one of the most sophisticated psychological operations in human history. It's a battle, a billion-dollar supercomputer versus your primitive biological wiring. Right now, you're losing. In this video, we're cracking open the black box. We're not just talking about social media addiction in general terms. We're looking at MRI data. I'm showing you the exact mechanism. It's called intermittent variable rewards, the same psychological trick used in Vegas slot machines, and it's physically rewiring your prefrontal cortex as we speak. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your brain prefers a 15-second video over a real conversation. More importantly, you'll have the scientific blueprint to break free. This isn't just about technology. This is about reclaiming your mind. Let's begin. To understand why you can't stop scrolling, we need to go back to the 1950s. A laboratory, a behavioral psychologist named B.F. Skinner. Skinner placed pigeons inside a box with a button. The pigeon pecks the button, gets food, every single time. Predictable. The pigeon eats until it's full, then stops. Boring, right? But then Skinner changed the rules. He made the food appear randomly. Sometimes one peck worked. Sometimes 10 pecks gave nothing. Sometimes the reward was huge, sometimes tiny. The result, terrifying. The pigeons didn't stop. They pecked compulsively, frantically, until they literally collapsed from exhaustion. This is intermittent variable rewards. It's the exact same psychological architecture behind every slot machine in Las Vegas. Here's the hard truth the lawsuit is exposing. Your phone is the Skinner box, and you're the pigeon. When you open TikTok or Reels, you don't know what's coming. Might be a boring dance trend, a confusing ad, or it might be the funniest thing you've ever seen. That uncertainty, that's the key. Neuroscientists call this reward prediction error. Your brain loves patterns, but it loves the disruption of patterns even more. Here's what happens in your skull when your thumb hovers over that screen. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure molecule. Wrong. Dopamine is the molecule of seeking, of craving, of anticipation. When you're scrolling, your brain isn't releasing dopamine because you're happy. It's releasing dopamine to force you to keep searching for the next hit. The act of swiping up is neurologically identical to pulling a slot machine lever. The swipe itself becomes the trigger. But it gets deeper. The algorithm is smarter than any casino dealer. It learns what triggers your specific brain. It measures how long you hover, what you share, even where you tap. It builds a digital voodoo doll of your psyche. If it senses you're about to leave, it serves you a high-value video, a guaranteed hit to pull you back in. This is why you feel that strange, zombie mode sensation. You're watching, but nobody's home. Your conscious mind checked out. Your primitive basal ganglia took the wheel. Now consider the teenage brain, the part responsible for impulse control, long-term planning, hitting the brakes. That's called the prefrontal cortex. It doesn't fully develop until you're 25. So when these tech companies unleash the most powerful dopamine engine in history onto a brain with no brakes, the result isn't just a bad habit, it's biological warfare. The lawsuit argues this wasn't an accident. It was a feature. They engineered a product that bypasses your logical defenses and hotwires your reward system directly. You might be thinking, okay, so I'm addicted to dopamine. Is it really that bad? It's just videos, right? Wronged. The consequences are physical. When you flood your brain with this much cheap artificial dopamine, your brain tries to protect itself. It downregulates your receptors. It numbs you. This is why things that used to bring you joy, reading a book, watching a sunset, talking to a friend, now feel incredibly boring. You're not just losing time. You're losing your ability to feel pleasure from anything that isn't a glowing screen. So now that you see the puppet master's strings, what do? Throw your smartphone into a river, move to a cave. No, that's not realistic. The solution isn't to fight the technology. The solution is to understand your own biology. Here's the shift, the realization. You're not a lazy person with no willpower. You're a biological organism with a hunter-gatherer brain trying to survive in a digital candy store. Your brain is functioning perfectly. It's doing exactly what it evolved to do, seek information and novelty. The problem isn't you. The problem is that the environment has been weaponized against you. The moment you realize your attention is being harvested for profit, something changes. You stop being the product. You start becoming the operator. You can hack the hack. Start by introducing what neuroscientists call friction. The algorithm relies on speed. It needs you to tap without thinking, so slow it down. Turn your screen to grayscale mode. Sounds simple, right? But stripping away vibrant colors makes the slot machine look boring. When the visual reward is gone, the dopamine loop breaks. Ask yourself this question right now. If you could reclaim those 3 or 4 hours of doom scrolling every day for a year, who would you be? What skills would you have mastered? What relationships would you have built? The cost of this addiction isn't just lost time. It's the loss of the person you were meant to become. The lawsuit against these tech giants is a start, but courts move slowly. Algorithms move fast. You can't wait for a judge to save your brain. You have to save yourself. You have to decide today that your attention is the most valuable asset you own. And you're done giving it away for free. Don't let this be just another video you watch and forget. Take action. And speaking of hidden forces controlling your behavior, in my next video, I'm revealing a psychological phenomenon even more terrifying than social media addiction. It's a silent manipulator that dictates who you fall in love with, and 99% of people are completely blind to it. You definitely don't want to miss that truth. Subscribe now, and I'll see you on the other side.